YouTube, what up though? Blinks go bang. We gonna run it back with a real quick video. No time wasting, straight to the point. Okay, I lied, we gonna waste a little time. Since my last video, my mother has passed. That's what took so long to get to this video. Thank you for your patience. I shared that little personal insight about my life for two reasons. Just because you never know what somebody is going through, and people may need prayers. If you need that in the comment, say send me one and I'll send you one. Definitely send me some if you can. You know, I am not a content creator. This thing has morphed into something that started from, hey, tell people how you got that done. Maybe they can get it done. I said that to say, man, I am so grateful and thankful for every single subscriber, anybody that liked the video, anybody that took time to subscribe. My small channel of 1,000 people, it feels like I got 1 million people. And if somebody is helped, that's what I get fulfillment from. For real, I'm not the same dude I was. I'm an older gentleman now, and I get fulfillment from different things, not what I used to. So I just shared that with you for that. I won't deviate to other things in this channel anymore because it ain't what it's about. Ain't no hype me up. I'm not no jigaboo, and I will not jigaboo for no camera. You know, and no, just to nobody that do what they do. They can do their thing. But I will stay on point. We'll stay with the facts. We'll stay with shooting guns. We'll stay with talking about laws. And we'll stay with helping people get restored. The second reason, and I'll add on to that, if anybody is facing a difficult time and a problem, face it head on. I do not run from problems. And if you see me running from one, I'm running to a solution. So if anybody else has a problem out there, hopefully you can get it worked out, get a solution, and stay strong, you know? So, okay. The second reason is like, if you see the other videos, man, I lost a lot of weight, and I don't need nobody saying, go bang, got the virus. You know, watch your mouth. You know, I'm gonna get my weight back. I curled up in the corner, and I'm trending up, and I'm back good to go. That being said, YouTube, let's get it popping. So here we go. This is a follow-up video from my video about federal felons getting their gun rights restored. If you hadn't seen that video, check that video out. It was a very good video. But in that video, I said I would talk about the packet. The packet is what goes along with your application. And I would display and show my packet. I would also talk about the letter I wrote and read the letter. Read the actual letter I wrote. So like I said back then, people could have a baseline for what they could put in their packet and how they write their letter. And I also took it a step further. I've written an ebook, easy step-by-step guide ebook, man. An ebook for you guys. I've helped and talked to so many people, and I've learned from so many people too. I've had hours of reading this. 2023 is when I got restored, and it was very difficult to find my way through all those laws. DA1 via paragraph 4, section 5. If you shot a guy, look at paragraph 5, Roman numeral 8. Yes. I'm like, what the did I just read? Like, I don't understand it. So I read it over and over and over, and accidentally, I learned it accidentally. I enjoyed it, and not by accident, I did get myself restored. So I wrote an easy step-by-step guide. It is a state restoration guide of Ohio that will mimic the footsteps to do it in any state. You just follow your law when you get to that point. I got you step by step to go to here, to go to there. And when you're in that ebook, I put in clickable links to laws. I've actually put in a clickable application that you can just click a button, download your app, get going. If you're not in Ohio, you go up to the search bar once you click that and put in your state, and you can find it. And I say that because in Ohio, when I went to the clerk's office, not only did they not know what a gun restoration was, they didn't have no applications for me. And I had to make my own. So you're talking about loss. And I didn't have an example. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. My wife jumped in. She was a tremendous help. You know, your good woman gonna get you together. She got me together. Packet, I got everything. I got the application. So anyway, I kind of dumb all that down for you, man. I was so confused. If people are confused, I know people confused. Don't get me wrong. I know some guys that can pick it up and get it, but I know people confused because of the hundreds of people I've talked to. I already know, and I say the same thing over and over. That's why I wrote the ebook. I also inserted the federal laws. The federal disqualifiers point you in the right direction of where to go, and it's going to correspond with state laws. State laws are going to be different. Federal is the same across the board. And I tell you some of those federal disqualifiers, I give you suggestions on how to get past that. Hey man, I put my heart and soul in this book. My channel is not monetized. I didn't start this for money. I started this, like I said, for a passion to help. And I'm old man, give me something to do. A passion to help people. And so this has never been money driven, period. Not monetized today. I'm 7,000 in this channel. But hey man, that being said, let's get to it for real. Okay, so the packet, I'll read a couple things. First of all, this gun is clear for YouTube, so I can get monetized. You see the dilly up in here, YouTube. Gun is clear on the wall there. So you got the definition of that. Now we're going to talk about chapter 4. Chapter 4 is the packet that we're here today in my ebook. Chapter 4 in the ebook is the packet. We're going to talk about that today. So let me see. So you got to that. All right. So first thing in your packet, you would put in any accolades that you have. You got your application, that's a separate deal. I go into deep detail about that in the ebook, but I'm gonna talk about the packet again, like I keep saying. So you would put in what I did, any accolades that you've accumulated, man, whether it be through work, at your job. Do you have any training? Did you have any promotions? Did you have any awards? Anything at your job? Community service. I didn't do any community service. You might have some. Hey, if you didn't, go call a church, call the Salvation Army, see can you come down there, I don't want to say 2 or 3 times like you fake with it, but hey, can I get up in here and help? I'm going to sweep around in the church, period. Do something, man. You got to do something, So the next thing I put in my packet was I've created 5 businesses. The first 2 didn't even work. They didn't go nowhere. But guess what? I still got the LLC. I put it in the packet. So everybody may not have a business, but if you do, put that in. That's something that you would attach to it. And put your businesses, maybe explain what you're doing. I don't care if you haven't done this yet and you're going to start a business. Man, get on there and do an LLC real quick. I don't care if the business is a week before the court date. Came this court date, yeah, no, I've just started my business, just an upstart. I'm trying to get, whatever you got to do in front of the judge. I don't want you to be fake. Start your business. I want you to really accomplish that goal. But if you got to be a little, whatever, man. The next thing is schooling. I think that's self-explanatory. I had my schooling. I put it in there. I got a GED, so I put that in there with some training that I took after that and went off to trade and then took some college courses. But I started out with a GED, so no diploma is too small. In other words, what I'm saying. Okay, the last thing would be church. If you did anything for your church, unfortunately, I didn't do a lot of things from church, but I had a lot of people from my church write letters for me. So you get people to write letters for you. So, okay, I'm going to go through these one by one, and by the time I edit the video, I'll put them up on the screen. These will be the actual documents that are in the packet section chapter of the video. And yours are going to differ from mine. I'll just go through them quickly here. And let's see what I got here. My first thing, I had some training from my job. By trade, I'm an aircraft mechanic, to say my profession. And these are some working on my fan blades at work. So it's a training that I got. It's a course you got to take to be able to go to the next level to perform some stuff. The judge don't know what the hell I'm showing them. Man, I don't care if it was, I was a maintenance man years ago. So if I had Mop of the Week award for floor 3 was the shiniest, like I would put that in there. Like whatever you got. He don't even know what the hell he was looking at when he was looking at this piece of paper that I put in there. But the more things I put in there, even though he didn't know, I know he had an understanding of. It was impressive. He gradually saw me grow. So if you went from the fries, what Kanye say, to the cashier, hey man, bruh, I ain't mocking you. Like I said, I was a maintenance man. Front entrance, clean. I did that. So I don't care what kind of job you got. Humble yourself, you do that, you move on. Anyway. So that's what that was about. And I just put another one there, little certificate of achievement. It was like a safety deal. What the hell is this? I'm gonna be honest, I can't remember what this was. Oh, I passed the course for the safety thing at my job. I put it in there. Guess what? When he looked through all these, he just kept nodding his head going, yeah, okay. And when I started out, everybody seen the video. Prosecutor said no. He was kind of looking at all weird at me. And when I started out, I'd already started out like, hurry up and get me out your face type of deal from him. So gradually he's seen these things. Hey, I got a certificate award for a training that I did. So obviously I put that in there. That was in the packet. I had probably about 25 pieces, 20 to 30. So I'm not going through them all. I'm just going through a couple of them. Like I said, I opened up a business. I only put one in there. For example, you have some type of business. I got some things here. I don't want to miss nothing. So yeah, I opened up a business. So I put that in there. Lastly, I said I would read the letter also that he wrote. Now, this letter is not going to sound cool, but I don't know how cool you want to be when you're talking to the judge. I want to be mature and grown up. And I'm from 7 Mile, and 7 Mile is always right in my heart. But I'm not going to be talking like I'm from 7 Mile, or I'm not going to be making a letter like I'm from 7 Mile in Detroit. 6 Mile too. I don't want them to get mad at me. 6 Mile, 7 Mile. Anyway, so letter might be a little corny, but guess what? I bought that in the store, not in the alley. So I'm going to read the letter, and let me take off my glasses to do that. And this will just, like I said, give you a baseline of what to say if you don't know what to say. Okay. All right, here we go. To whom it may concern. 32 years ago in March of 1991, at the age of 17, I made the worst decision of my life. I committed a crime while still in high school that landed me in prison and labeled me a felon. Ever since that day I was released from prison, I was determined to change my life and prove all doubters wrong. I first removed myself from the environment in Detroit and, most importantly, changed my circle. Fast forward 32 years later, I am 49 years old. Since being released, I've obtained my GED. I've attended Michigan Institute of Aeronautics, where I received my license to become an aircraft mechanic. I was not only hired for a job in my field, I excelled past my peers. I've received numerous certificates and awards. Also, I've been promoted to aircraft inspector, the position I currently hold. I am 26 years in my field and 17 plus in my career, in my place of employment, yada, yada. I service Delta Airlines, I service United Airlines, I service American Airlines aircrafts. So if you fly on these, chances are you've flown on something I've worked on. I'm currently married. I have 7 children, 2 college graduates, 2 currently in college, and 3 grandchildren. I have not had any return visits to prison, no convictions, nor have I had any trouble with law enforcement. I hope that the court can judge me on my last 32 years of my life and not the beginning of it. And I fully understand I'm a law-abiding citizen. Even though I'm labeled a felon, I'm not a criminal. I just had one bad night. Respectfully, Blings Go Bang. So, yeah, you can form a letter around not something like that or something like that. I just did my life according to where my crime was at, went through the life, what I'm doing, how I felt about, whatever at a certain time. So, I don't know what I'm saying here. Just make your letter how you want to make it, man. Rewind that if you want to look at that and then chart it out according to what you've been through. My beautiful bonus daughter wrote a letter for me also. So you could have people write letters for you. I had a lot of people actually, but I'm gonna read hers just for another example. I didn't have to give her anything to say because she was already adult when I met her, and already she can articulate, and she's very, very smart. But so I'll read what she wrote real quick, and we'll go to the next step here. Let me see. To whom it may concern, I have known Blinks Go Bang for several years now. Although he came into my life as an adult, he has left a significant impact. Blinks is my bonus dad, and I am his bonus daughter. He loves on me and my younger sisters and never hesitates to teach us well-needed life lessons. He is fully aware of the mistake he has made in his past. He makes sure that we don't go down similar paths. He is also an extremely hard worker, and he takes his profession very seriously. I've witnessed even more growth with him over the years. He is learning not to let his path dictate who he is as a person today, no matter how heavy the anchor is, parentheses, an anchor that is so far removed from who he is today, in parentheses. He is a husband, a father, a dog dad, a businessman, a hard worker, a funny guy, and an avid Detroit Lions fan. That's right. Parentheses, I think that shows discipline, patience, and true character, in parentheses. I absolutely recommend him for a pardon for a crime that he served time for and has distanced himself in a great measure from that lifestyle. That's my beautiful stepdaughter, bonus daughter, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I also got my pardon underway. So maybe that letter was for the pardon, but I have a letter from her for what we did here, so it doesn't matter. When the pardon video comes up, I'll get you guys into that. So I'm gonna get ready to end the video here. Make sure I went through all my notes, man. Any feedback, if you guys purchased the ebook, any feedback is welcome, good or bad, because I can always update and change my ebook, and everyone who've already purchased will get the update. So anything that new comes along, I'll add it to the ebook. It's an ongoing thing, man. I'm in it for the marathon of it. It ain't a sprint. So good or bad feedback, good feedback would actually help. And if it's bad feedback, I don't know why, because I work my ass off on this. But if it is, hey man, I'm cool with criticism, and I can actually go in and change, and it would help the whole community. People below would see that some people are getting something out of the book, and they'll see that I've made a change too if it's something bad. So anyway, man, hey, everybody take care. Everybody do your best to succeed. Do your best to get this done. This Blinks Go Bang, man. I'm out.